Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market session. Most of the US markets were pretty strong, more than about 1.25% kind of a gain, and even European markets were stable, about 0.5 to 0.75% kind of a gain. Though the news flow coming out from the Eurozone continues to be bad, and yesterday we had a news that Fitch credit rating agency has downgraded the long-term ratings of 18 Spanish banks, and also there were reports that now after Spain, Italy also may require some kind of a bailout, though subsequently the Prime Minister of Italy denied such reports. But the fact remains that the entire Eurozone continues to remain uncertain. You have few events lined up and there is no real clarity as to how this entire issue is going to get resolved. So because of that, we are going to see some kind of a volatility in the Eurozone for sure. We have seen some kind of a softness in the crude over the past few days, and as per the latest data, crude has actually closed below 97 and it just refuses to go up, which is definitely a bit positive for us. Also friends, in terms of flows, no major real negative flows to talk about. Yesterday both FIIs and domestic institutions were sellers in the cash market to the tune of about 56 crore. Let's talk to Nandish about the F&O queues and the possible strategy that we can have in the F&O market. Hi Nandish, good morning.
Good morning.
We've seen a very strong bounce back in the market yesterday after the IIP data, and we've seen that market has remained pretty resilient, though we have some negative news and it's an event heavy week, a few more events to go. So what is your sense of the F&O markets, and is there anything interesting that you've observed there?
See, after a long time, we have seen a very good addition on the Nifty futures. We have seen around 8 lakh shares were added in open interest with a significant increase in the cost of carry. If you remember, no, last month and this month, overall, we no, on an average, we traded into discount, and no, finally, we have turned into premium and settled somewhat near that. So, no, that's a very good sign for the markets and indicating no fresh long positions has been accumulated in previous trading sessions.
Right. Also, as we are going to be entering into last leg of this event heavy week, looking at the kind of open interest built up around the current strikes, what's your sense, like IVs and the open interest built up, what is it suggesting to you?
See, 5,200 call option has seen a very good addition in the past few days. We have seen some addition on the writing side. So that is the reason what I'm expecting that presently 5,200 will be a steep resistance. Unless and until we are not closing above those levels, market will somewhat face resistance around those levels. So we are advising to book some profits around those levels. On a lower side, put option has continued to see in addition. We have seen an uptick in the put to call ratio. Like for every 100 call options, there are 145 put options open. So that's a very positive sign for the market. So 5,000 put option, 4,900 put option, I have seen a very good addition, and even 5,000 put option has seen a very good rating. So yes, for a short term, tomorrow is the event. So once the event will be out, and once we, so IV will further cool off now, and market, what I'm expecting that it will trade in the range 5,200 on the higher side, and then might we see some correction on a lower side.
Right. Any stock specific opportunities that you have identified for us?
Yeah, for intraday we have identified 3 stocks, 2 stocks for on a long side and 1 stock for a short side. Now HDFC is looking positive with a stop loss of 641.20. Idea is looking positive with a stop loss of 77.25, and IGL Indraprasth Gas Limited is looking negative with a resistance of 235.15.
Right, Nandish, thanks a lot for that update. Friends, yesterday we had IIP data, and the actual data was that the IIP growth for last month was only 0.1%. But what we believe is that there was some kind of aberration in the data because of one particular item in the capital goods, and if you adjust for that, the actual growth was 3.5%. Though this number was in line with expectations, what is important to note is that it is not the absolute IIP number that the market will be watching out for. What market wants to see is that post this IIP number and the fact that the inflation data is going to be out tomorrow, what is it that the central bank is likely to do to actually help the economy, which is actually clearly slowing down. On the expectation front, now people are expecting a CRR cut of anywhere from 50 to 100 basis points. In fact, SBI chairman yesterday also said that he is looking at a CRR cut of about 100 basis points, because there is a general feel that only a CRR cut will actually bring down the cost of fund and not the rate cut per se. Because even if they do the rate cut, if there is no CRR cut, then the liquidity situation would not be good enough for them to pass it on to the consumer. So people are now looking at a combination of both CRR cut as well as the rate cut of about 25 to 50 basis points. And in anticipation of that, we have seen action across the rate sensitive sectors, be it banks, be it infra, be it smaller companies which were vulnerable because of the higher interest rates. So we will have to see really what pans out there, because if you don't see a major announcement on that front, you might see some disappointment as well. But at the moment, looking at the momentum, we feel that there is a good possibility of something happening on that front. In terms of news, friends, there are reports that the Reliance Infra's award of this Bandra Worli Sea Link could be cancelled because of some reasons. The company has said that they will go for some kind of a amicable settlement, but this is definitely a big blow, and probably you will see a negative reaction to that. Also, Petronet LNG has picked up 49% stake in Kochi port, so there might be some positive reaction to that. Also, we are hearing that in case of Reliance Communications, you might get some negative news today with regards to the corporate development, so that stock could remain a bit soft. That's it from all of us, friends. See you tomorrow at the same time.